Welcome to Priority Problem Solvers. I'm your host, guiding you through the cosmos of complex problems and elegant solutions. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of systems thinking. Get ready to expand your mind. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of thinkers. We're bombarded with information every day. The world feels increasingly intricate. How do we make sense of it all? How do we solve problems that seem tangled and interconnected? That's where systems thinking comes in. It's a powerful approach. It helps us understand the bigger picture. It's about seeing the forest, not just the trees. But more importantly, it's about understanding how those trees interact, how they depend on each other, and how they contribute to the ecosystem as a whole. Think about a spider web. Each strand is connected. Touch one point and the entire web vibrates. That's a system. Our world is filled with systems. The economy, the environment, even our own bodies. We live in a world of interconnectedness. Climate change, global markets, technological advancements, they're all interwoven. Ignoring these connections leads to unintended consequences. Remember, every action creates a ripple effect. Systems thinking helps us anticipate those ripples. It allows us to see how our actions affect the entire system. This holistic perspective is crucial for solving complex problems. It helps us create sustainable solutions. Traditional problem solving often focuses on linear cause and effect, but reality is rarely that simple. Systems thinking encourages us to think in loops, in feedback mechanisms, in interconnectedness. Imagine a traffic jam. One car braking suddenly can cascade into a standstill miles away. It's not just about the initial action, it's about the chain reaction, the system's response. Systems thinking is a shift in perspective. It's about embracing complexity instead of shying away from it. It's about understanding relationships, interdependencies, and the bigger picture. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the principles and applications of systems thinking. So, what exactly is systems thinking? It's a way of seeing the world. It's about understanding how things interact. Instead of isolating individual elements, we look at the whole picture. We explore the relationships between those elements. Imagine a symphony orchestra. Each musician plays a unique instrument. Alone, they create beautiful melodies. But together, they weave a grand symphony. That's systems thinking in action. Systems thinking is about understanding those connections. It's about seeing the conductor, the musicians, the instruments, and the audience as interconnected parts of a larger system. Each element influences the others. This approach is crucial in our complex world. It helps us see patterns, understand consequences, and find leverage points for change. It's about moving from a fragmented view to a holistic one. In systems thinking, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This means that a system has properties that emerge from the interactions of its components. These properties cannot be understood by analyzing the parts in isolation. Think about a bicycle. You have the frame, wheels, pedals, handlebars. Each part has a function. But it's only when they're assembled in a specific way that you get a working bicycle. This interconnectedness is key. It creates emergent properties. In the case of a bicycle, is the ability to move forward with minimal effort. This property wouldn't exist without the interaction of all the parts. The same principle applies to ecosystems, economies, and social systems. By understanding the whole, we gain a richer understanding of the individual parts. One of the fundamental concepts in systems thinking is the feedback loop. This is a closed chain of cause and effect. An initial action triggers a response, which in turn influences the original action. Imagine a thermostat regulating room temperature. When the temperature drops, the thermostat turns on the heater. As the room warms up, the thermostat senses the change and switches off the heater. This is a balancing feedback loop. It maintains stability, but there are also reinforcing feedback loops. These amplify the initial action, leading to exponential growth or decline. Think about compound interest. As your savings grow, so does the interest earned. This in turn leads to even more savings, creating a cycle of growth. Understanding feedback loops helps us see how small changes can have big effects over time. It's about recognizing the dynamic nature of systems. As we observe systems, we begin to notice recurring patterns of behavior. These patterns, known as systems archetypes, provide a framework for understanding common system structures and their associated behaviors. One example is the tragedy of the commons. This archetype describes a situation where individuals, acting in their self-interest, deplete a shared resource. Think overfishing or deforestation. Another archetype is fixes that fail. This describes a situation where a short-term solution creates unintended consequences that worsen the original problem in the long run. Recognizing these archetypes helps us anticipate potential pitfalls and design more effective interventions. It's about learning from past patterns to create a more sustainable future. Systems thinking isn't just for scientists and CEOs. It's a powerful tool for personal growth. Think of yourself as a system. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are all interconnected. Imagine you're trying to build a new habit, like daily exercise. A systems thinking approach would involve looking at all the factors that contribute to your success or failure. Are you getting enough sleep? Is your schedule too packed? Do you have a support system? By identifying these leverage points, you can create an environment that supports your goal. Remember those feedback loops? Positive feedback can be your ally. Each successful workout reinforces the habit, making it easier to stick to your routine. Relationships are complex systems, a delicate dance of interactions and feedback loops. Applying systems. Thinking can lead to greater understanding and harmony. Imagine a disagreement with a loved one. Instead of focusing solely on the immediate conflict, systems thinking encourages us to look deeper. What are the underlying patterns of communication? What are each person's needs and fears? By recognizing these patterns and acknowledging each other's perspectives, we can break free from destructive cycles. We can create more positive feedback loops where understanding and empathy foster stronger bonds. Remember, In a system, every action has a ripple effect. Small gestures of kindness can have a profound impact on the overall health of the relationship. Cities are vibrant ecosystems, teeming with interconnected systems. Transportation, energy, waste management, they're all intertwined. Systems thinking helps us navigate this urban jungle with greater awareness. Imagine you're stuck in a traffic jam. A systems thinking approach would go beyond the frustration of the moment. What are the contributing factors? Is it rush hour? An accident? Poor urban planning? By understanding the larger system, we can make more informed choices. Perhaps we can adjust our commute time, explore alternative transportation options, or advocate for better infrastructure. Remember, cities are constantly evolving systems. Our choices and actions shape their development. By embracing a systems thinking mindset, we can contribute to creating more sustainable and livable urban environments. Believe it or not, systems thinking can even revolutionize your culinary adventures. Think about a simple meal. It's a system of ingredients, flavors, and cooking techniques, all working together to create a delicious outcome. Imagine you're baking a cake. You wouldn't just throw ingredients together haphazardly. You follow a recipe, understanding that each ingredient plays a specific role. That's systems thinking at play, but it goes beyond following instructions. What if you want to experiment? Systems thinking encourages you to consider how changing one ingredient or technique might impact the overall flavor and texture of the cake. The next time you're in the kitchen, think like a systems thinker. See the interconnectedness of flavors, experiment with different combinations, and enjoy the delicious results of your culinary explorations. Businesses don't exist in a vacuum. They're part of a complex ecosystem. Customers, suppliers, competitors, regulations, they're all interconnected. Systems thinking helps us navigate this landscape. Imagine a company launching a new product. A traditional approach might focus solely on marketing and sales. But a systems thinking approach would consider the entire system. What are the potential impacts on suppliers? How will competitors react? Are there any regulatory hurdles? By considering these factors up front, businesses can anticipate challenges and seize opportunities. Remember, in a system, change is inevitable. Businesses that embrace systems thinking are better equipped to adapt and thrive in a constantly evolving marketplace. Innovation isn't just about brainstorming new ideas. It's about understanding the systems that govern those ideas. Systems thinking provides a framework for fostering creativity and driving breakthrough solutions. Imagine a company trying to develop a more sustainable packaging solution. A systems thinking approach would involve examining the entire life cycle of the packaging. Where do the raw materials come from? How is the packaging manufactured and transported? What happens to it after use? By mapping out these processes, companies can identify opportunities for improvement. This holistic perspective can spark innovative solutions, such as using recycled materials, reducing packaging size, or exploring biodegradable options. Systems thinking helps us see beyond incremental improvements and unlock transformative change. Section 3. Leading with a systems mindset. Leaders play a crucial role in shaping organizational culture. By embracing a systems thinking mindset, leaders can foster collaboration, innovation, and resilience within their teams. Imagine a company facing a complex challenge, such as declining sales or employee turnover. A leader with a systems thinking approach would resist the urge to jump to quick fixes. Instead, they would encourage dialogue, gather diverse perspectives, and map out the system at play. They would ask questions like, what are the underlying causes of these issues? How do different departments interact? What are the unintended consequences of our current policies? By fostering a culture of systems thinking, leaders empower their teams to identify leverage points for change. They create an environment where learning, experimentation, and continuous improvement are valued. Section 4. Building a learning organization. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is paramount to success. Systems thinking provides the foundation for building learning organizations. Imagine a company that encourages its employees to share knowledge, experiment with new ideas, and reflect on both successes and failures. This is a learning organization in action. Systems thinking helps break down silos between departments and encourages cross-functional collaboration. It promotes a shared understanding of the organization's goals and the systems that influence its performance. By embracing feedback, both positive and negative, learning organizations can identify areas for improvement and adapt to changing circumstances. Systems thinking provides the tools and mindset for continuous growth and evolution. The Earth, our interconnected home. From the vast oceans to the intricate rainforests, our planet is a symphony of interconnected systems. We're not just inhabitants of Earth, but integral parts of its intricate systems. Imagine the Earth as a giant spaceship. We, the passengers, rely on its life support systems, the atmosphere, the oceans, the forests, for our very survival. Section 2. Unraveling the web of environmental issues. Environmental problems are rarely simple or isolated. They're often interconnected, with complex feedback loops that can amplify or mitigate the initial disturbance. Systems thinking helps us untangle these intricate webs of cause and effect. Consider the issue of deforestation. The clearing of forests for agriculture or logging not only removes vital carbon sinks, but also disrupts local water cycles, increases soil erosion, and fragments wildlife habitats, leading to a cascade of negative consequences. Similarly, pollution from industrial activities doesn't simply disappear. It enters the atmosphere, water systems, and food chains, accumulating over time and impacting human health and the environment in often unpredictable ways. Systems thinking reminds us that there's no away when it comes to pollution or environmental degradation. Everything is connected. By understanding these connections, we can develop more effective strategies for prevention, mitigation, and restoration. Section 3. Systems, Thinking for Sustainable Solutions. Addressing complex environmental challenges requires a shift from linear thinking to systems thinking. It demands a holistic approach that considers the interconnectedness of natural and human systems. Imagine a city grappling with water scarcity. Systems thinking would consider reducing demand through water conservation measures and promoting rainwater harvesting. Tackling climate change requires a multifaceted approach addressing both mitigation and adaptation. Systems thinking encourages us to design solutions that work with natural systems. Section 4. Becoming Planetary Stewards. As we deepen our understanding of Earth's interconnected systems, we awaken to our responsibility as planetary stewards. Systems thinking empowers us to make informed choices that safeguard the health of our planet for current and future generations. Imagine a world where every individual, community, and nation acts with awareness of our interconnectedness. A world where decisions are made not in isolation, but with consideration for their impact on the entire planetary system. This requires a shift in perspective, from seeing ourselves as separate from nature to recognizing our role as integral participants in its intricate web of life. It demands that we embrace the principles of sustainability, living within the limits of our planet's resources and ensuring their equitable distribution. By embracing systems thinking, we can move beyond a reactive approach to environmental problems and embrace a proactive approach that fosters a harmonious relationship between humanity and the natural world. We can become conscious co-creators of a thriving, sustainable future for all. Systems thinking offers a powerful lens for understanding our complex world. It's like upgrading from a magnifying glass to a telescope, seeing the bigger picture. This shift enhances our problem-solving abilities. By understanding interconnectedness, we develop effective solutions. It's like solving a jigsaw puzzle, seeing how pieces fit together. This approach fosters collaboration and communication. It breaks down silos and encourages dialogue. Systems thinking empowers us to make informed decisions. Systems thinking embraces complexity. It explores interconnected factors and uncovers hidden patterns. Moving beyond band-aid solutions, it addresses underlying causes, like treating symptoms versus addressing the root cause. Systems thinking fosters innovation and creativity, identifying leverage points for significant impact. It creates lasting positive change, a powerful tool for navigating complex challenges. Adopting a systems thinking approach isn't without its challenges. It requires a shift in mindset, a willingness to embrace new ways of thinking and problem solving. This can be daunting, especially for those accustomed to linear approaches. It takes time and practice to develop these skills. Overcoming these challenges requires strong leadership and a culture that values learning. So, there you have it. We've journeyed through the cosmos of systems thinking, exploring its principles and potential to transform our world. But this is just the beginning. Becoming a systems thinker is a lifelong journey of learning and relearning. It's about questioning our assumptions and embracing interconnectedness. Every action creates ripples beyond our perception. This journey isn't always easy. It demands patience and humility. But the rewards are immeasurable. We unlock our capacity for creative problem solving and innovation. We become more effective agents of change. Systems thinking is a mindset that embraces interconnectedness and emergence. Recognize that our actions shape the systems that govern our lives and our planet. Join the movement. The world needs more systems thinkers to drive positive change. Apply these principles in your life. Observe the systems you're a part of. Identify patterns and feedback loops. Share your insights. Engage in conversations and advocate for systemic change. Transforming our world requires collective effort. Create a ripple effect of positive change. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Thanks for watching Priority Problem Solvers YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share our content. Join our community of Priority Problem Solvers.